Well, it looks as though we've green light there. Do we have green light elsewhere? Come on, YouTube. We got a green light there. And I think we might be streaming. Let's see. -321, blast off. And we are streaming. Okay, let's get our windows adjusted here and prepare for a wild and crazy ride. Who goes there? Who will be first into the foray?
Still not loading.
It's not loading?
No.
That is hateful.
It is. It's very angry.
You're not. Flannel Max, you are the first one in the chat.
I think they were first last week, too.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We've got a bunch of cool stuff to share with you. Little Homestead Franklin, greetings. I hope you're ready for some awesomeness, guys. I actually have made a list here. Now, this might not look like a lot, but this is going to be a lot of cool stuff we're going to deal with. Hey, Mike. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Living Like Claire. She's right there. Amy. Brad! Yep. So, you guys having a good night so far, thus far? 9-3, good evening. Preemie, mom of twins. Organic City Gardening and Stuff. That's a nice long name for that one there. Old Alabama Gardener. Hey, good evening, the Weekend Homestead. I hope you guys are all doing well. Like I was saying, Brad Talby, I made a list. It's massive. Look at that. Can you believe that? We're gonna rock it like it's 1999. Now, what?
Nothing. That's just funny.
We're gonna party like it's 1999. I got it wrong. It's a Prince song.
Nice.
You may have heard of him.
Nope. Never.
Recently passed.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah. So, okay, guys, here's the scoop. Tonight, we depart from homesteading, generally speaking, and we talk about different, YouTube production, video, audio, gadgets, gizmos, nerdy stuff that I just love and know a lot about. And good evening, E. Cahill. And so tonight we're going to start out with one of the creation tools that I love the most, okay? And that is my OBS software. Now, if you guys don't know what OBS software is, it's called Open Broadcast Software. It doesn't cost anything. What's up, Phil? Hey, Two Family. And it doesn't cost anything. It's a free download, and it's what they call open source. So if you don't know what open source is, that means that they've put this out to the general public so a bunch of different people can work on this software. Nobody gets paid, but it's one of those things where everybody brings their cool ideas and continues to make this software better. Hey, Bandana Grandma. And so tonight we're going to talk a little bit about OBS because it's the tool that we use when we're going live streaming like this. Okay? Yeah. And there's a lot to show you. I'm going to show you a bunch of it, and then, I'll show you some of the features, and then I'll try to do some screen capture to show you what it actually looks like in action, okay? So, first things first, OBS works with YouTube so that you can have all these live streaming tools instead of going just straight live through a YouTube app, which is cool, and that has its place, or even using a Google Hangout. Okay. For example, you can hook up multiple cameras with OBS. See, look over there. Hi. You can have multiple camera angles, which is really, really cool. You could do all kinds of stuff. So one thing there, you can do multiple camera angles. You can also put up logos. If you wanted to put up something, looks a little more professional for an intro. When we were having trouble with trolls, you can put up warnings. Pay attention, people. There are bad, bad folk about. Or you could put up, hey, help us out if you can, kind of thing. You could do that. You could also use what's called a lower third, which it will identify whatever it is that you want to identify, whether it's a person's name or a channel's name. A lower third, like when you're watching the news and they have that graphic down there, that's called a lower third. And keep in mind, guys, this is still all free, right? Now, this is where it starts to get really fun. You can also use it to put in actual video. And this is a channel that we really like a lot, and that's Homestead Mama. And so I could go bam. And I could play some of her stream, but she was having technical difficulty right there. See, she's turned around, she's heading out of here. And or another channel that is really, really awesome, and you guys are going to see a lot of in the near future, because we here at Tech Talk are teaming up with a tech guru, and that is the Weekend Homestead. Boom! Yeah! Where is he? I feel him coming on here. I feel like soon. This was their April Fool's Day thing. But we're going to be working with the Weekend Homestead.
This week on the Weekend Homestead, we're going to tap some maple trees. This is all the kind of stuff that.
Come on now, come on now. Oh, he's got some pot mouth here. We'll get rid of that. Something's going on over there. But he, in real life, is a tech guru. That's what he does. He lives tech. He's got a technology company. They do computer stuff, and he's always right down, smack dab in the middle of it. And so next week, guys, we're going to be having two screens going. We're going to have our screen and his screen, and we've got a show that'll be planned out, and we'll also make sure there's time for Q&A and all that kind of fun stuff. But if you are not already, please go over and subscribe to The Weekend Homestead. There he is. How do you know it? There we go. So The Weekend Homestead, make sure that you're subscribed so that you don't miss out on all the videos he's putting up too. Other cool things. Yeah, we are going to show you how to use them, Bandana Grandma. She's asking if we're going to show you how to use them, and yes is the answer. Okay. Other really cool things. Let's say that you want to just have, explosions from time to time. Pretty cool. But what you didn't probably realize is that was an actual animation that had what they call alpha channel in it. So you could see behind the screens and in front of us. So here, one more time, boom. Blended in and it faded in and out. And so I'm going to show you guys a little bit right now on how we do that. Let's see. Now it has a feature called monitor capture. So here we go. It's going to show YouTube. I got to get rid of that. Uh-oh. Okay. Ah, hyperspace. See, that's the thing. I'm going to have to turn my camera off, I think. Hold on, let me think about this for just 1 second. I think I gotta turn the camera off, but leave OBS up. So if I shut this off, yeah, okay, this will work. But Claire, you're gonna have to really watch well, okay, on your end of things, because I'm flying blind right now. But here is OBS. Oh, it didn't work. It's doing what's called a feedback loop. So is it feeding back for them?
No.
Just the visual?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna trudge on, and I'm gonna show you how to do a few of these things. Now, what you can do is if you want to add anything, you've got scenes, which are a bunch of sources all put in one file, and sources are individual things like the boom source, or an overlay, or video, or whatever you want. Those are sources. Whether you've got a camera angle or whatever it is, if you want to put up a logo, whatever it is that you want to do, those are sources. And they all go into a scene. And what you do is you just come over here into your sources panel and you right click and you can add whatever you like. If you wanted a video, you could use a video. If you wanted to put in a graphic, let's put in a graphic. So I'm going to go grab an image, and sorry about this, the feedback there, but let's call it, I don't know, pick 3. And then it's going to ask you, where do you want it? You browse it, and we'll put up cherry blossoms, or no, yeah, my wife and my son. So there they go, bang. If I wanted to do that, there they are. Now, one thing that is kind of tricky that I didn't realize at first, if you want it centered or you want it full size or whatever you want, you're going to go ahead and make sure you're highlighted over here, right click, and you're going to add to wherever you want it to be. Fit to screen or center it or whatever you want to do with it. All those features are right in there. And to turn it on and off, you just simply turn it on or off with the little checkbox.
Did the explosions make noise?
I don't know.
Because apparently it was really loud.
Sorry. You can adjust the explosions making noise and the volume. Here, actually, I'll do it. I'll show you. I won't turn it on. Go to properties, and right here where it says volume setting, let's make it go down about halfway. Now this should be a much more mild explosion. Better? Hope that's better. But all you got to do, guys, is any of this stuff, you can get your graphics from wherever you want, and you can just add them in, like I did. Right click, and then you can add whatever you like in, just like that. If you wanted to add in text, you could add in text, and it just asks you, what do you want to put in there? Text, just like that. And then it's going to say, hey, what do you want? We're going to go blah, 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 and the font size is going to be 150, bold, italic, blah, 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 blah. And there it is. And then you can move it around if you like. So you can use it as a graphic, and all you got to do to turn it on or off is just click it on or off. And really, it's that easy, guys. There's nothing hard to this at all. Now, I'll show you how to set it up with YouTube, okay? Because there are some things that you have to know. And I'm going to take it off of this screen capture for just a second, okay? So I can show you YouTube. Hey, look, we got a nice little overlay in there. I better turn the overlay off. Okay, so but when you're setting something up with YouTube, guys, I can't do it exactly from scratch because the live stream is running, okay? But what I do is I get my windows open, I get OBS open, and I get YouTube open. And what you do is you go into, let me see, maybe I can do it, monitor capture, and just show, I'll show it one at a time. Let's try this. Monitor capture, I'm going to get rid of this. So what are they seeing? Are they seeing the YouTube screen now?
No, they're seeing us.
They're seeing us. I thought the monitor capture would have been open. No, okay, we got it now. We got it now. All right, so what you do, guys, and like I said, I can't show you from scratch just because we're actually in the monitor capture and streaming. But what you'll do is up here, like if you were going to upload a video, you would upload a video, right? But instead of clicking to upload, there's a tab over on the side that says live stream. Now, when you click on that live stream, it's going to bring you to this screen right here, okay? And all you're going to do is you're going to name your stream. You're going to put in all of the stuff you want people to see, just like you would a regular YouTube video, right? Everything you want them to see. You're going to name it or put it a category, and you can make it public, you can make it unlisted, or you can make it private. But now here's the important thing down here, guys. This is your encoder setup, and this is what you need to see, because YouTube, for it to talk to OBS, it has to have a key, which is an encryption, so that people can't hack into your stream and blah, 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 blah. So I can't really show you this because then any number of trolls could hack right into the stream. But what you do is you're going to cut, copy, and paste this key. Oops. You would cut, copy, and paste that. And then you're going to go back to OBS, okay? And you'll go into your settings. Now, over in our settings, this is the way I set my stream up, okay? General, I don't mess with it at all. Encoding, I have upped my bit rate here because my internet is very good. It's very fast. If you don't have a very good stream quality, you can lower your number. Usually, I think it defaults at 2000, but my video quality from the internet is so good I bumped it up. So That is one setting you may have to mess with. Now here, broadcast settings. This is really important. This is where you paste that key from YouTube. And if you'll notice, it says you want it to be a live stream. You want the streaming service to be YouTube, YouTube Gaming, and then primary YouTube ingest server. That's how it's getting in. And then here's your key. If this is the lock, that's the key. You paste that in there. You make sure you hit apply. Okay, that's going to enable YouTube to talk to OBS. Then you continue on. I don't change anything in here because that's just the graphics card and where you're dealing with the video and the size. Now this, from time to time, I have to come in here because I unplug my camera after every streaming session because Big Brother can actually turn them on, and it's not a conspiracy thing, it's real. Read up on it. But this is where you would drop down, pull down to make sure that you could make sure that your mic was enabled, because if you don't have sound, this is your culprit 9 times out of 10. Okay, and then for the rest of this, I generally don't mess with it, but I want to show you this. Okay, no, this is super cool. You can define hotkeys to do basic functions in OBS. So if you wanted to do mute, unmute of a microphone, you could actually tell it, okay, I want it to be the A key on my keyboard, and then that's where you'd set this up. If you wanted to, move different things around, that's what you do. But here's also another thing. Sorry. But this is where you'd set that up. Okay. And the rest of this I generally don't mess with, but because it does it all. And that is how you set up OBS. You can even use a screen switcher if you wanted. It'll do like transitions. But that is the basics of using OBS.
Can you do the explosion one more time? Weekend Homestead son wants to see it.
On your mark, get set. Boom.
Cahill or Cahill is
Cahill?
asking, why are there people that are trolls?
Are they here tonight already?
No, there was just one dislike and they brought it up and they were asking why they were doing that.
Well, I don't know why anyone would go harass anyone for something as silly as this. I mean, some people just don't have lives. It's that simple. So any questions on this, going from a basic understanding of how to get OBS hooked together with YouTube? Hey, Heather. I'm getting old, Brad. Can you read the menus as you go through them? I did. I thought I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay. You may need to go back and watch again 9.3 because I'm pretty sure I went through the tabs. If you have another specific question, I'll be happy to answer it. But does anybody have any questions on the basics of getting OBS to work with YouTube? Because here's the thing, there are other broadcast softwares, guys, but this is free and it works great. And it's free and it works great. And did I mention it's free and it works great? I just got this OBS downloaded. Can you talk about how to download it? You mean install it, Kanzi? Be a Big Family Homestead using Moab. What's Moab? Anybody know? No idea what you're talking about. Moab.
Install into computer.
Okay, Kanzi, you're just going to hit install and you're going to follow the instructions. That's simple. It's literally, you double click on it on your installer, and then it will tell you what to do. I like the OBS feature where you can have text on the screen. Yes. However, Moab is a bomb. Hey, she's in her apron. But hey, perfect timing. Let's say that you're a channel like She's in Her Apron, and you want to have something a little more, you know, feminine, awesome girliness, and you could put an overlay on here like this. Boom. Hi. I feel so much better. I feel very country because there's a watermelon there. But basically, guys, it's you can use this to put in any old graphics you want. Okay. And let's see, how come the last title I used on my OBS live stream at home showed up on my newest live stream I did later on the iPad? You probably forgot to uncheck it to turn it off. That's my guess. But you can bring up any old graphic you want, guys. But I used Photoshop to make this overlay. And all you got to do is, it's called an alpha channel, guys. So you can make things where you can see through it. And just like this lower third, you are going to save a PNG file if it's a still file. Where is the program in the graphics tab? You're gonna have to help me out there with that a little more. Do you use the multi-channel? Do you use the multi-channel using hotkeys on cameras? I need to, but I have not yet. Where did you get the graphics? I got the graphics from a service called Digital Juice. And I've talked about that in the past, but it's a one-time service where you get things like this. And all I did was download it. Now, for me to have animated that, if I were to sit down with After Effects and animated that, that would have taken me 5 hours easy. Okay. Weekend Homestead. I'm going back to the Weekend Homestead. Do you use the multi-channel hotkeys? I don't, but I really need to because I'm just whipping around here with a mouse, and that's, it's a lot easier if you had your keyboard set up to do different things. Bandana Grandma, I was a long way from my Wi-Fi on a different device. I thought the iPad picked up the Wi-Fi for the CPU. How did my iPad connect with my home computer?
YouTube has that data that you use to go live on another
camera 2
thing.
I love it. Oh, by the way, guys, you can add, yeah, we need that for next week for sure. You can add extra cameras like you're seeing right here. I have added 3 together at once, and it works great. How's the stream look, guys? Because I tweaked some things. Does it look sharp? Jaggy Little Thistle, can you use OBS on Windows? I am using it on Windows right now. Are you using OBS Studio, latest version 18? I am not, to Family Homestead. I have held off because I didn't like the way the interface worked with the newer version, but I think I'm going to have to, just because, you want the updates and all that. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Look sharp. Hey, Roger. How you doing, brother? So, I just love the fact that it's free and it works great. And you can put in cool things like logos, and you can do cool things like, oh, warning, there's bad people around. Watch out for them. They'll be bad. Or you can say, hey, if you got a couple bucks you don't need to have, and you want to help us out, spread the joy, spread the love. Can I get a hallelujah in the house?
Nope.
No?
No.
Not even from my spawn.
My question keeps vanishing.
Whose question keeps vanishing?
Faith Abounds at Melody Acres. I haven't seen any questions from you.
Okay, that explains the difference then. Okay, I just downloaded OBS 16.6. This is the newest version. If you downloaded it today, the answer is yes. BC Truck, sometime could you address AdWords? Here, let's write that down, Claire. And where to find that and how to use it. I just found out about it and haven't looked at it yet. Okay, guys. Hey, Kanzi, thank you for the hallelujah. Open source, free open source software is the best. Sometimes 9.3, that's not true. The reason why is that, if a lot of people are working on one project, it's easy to kind of jump over little issues and you might get bugs sometimes. That's why I usually don't download or don't use the most current version. I want them to work those bugs out before I'm putting on a live stream and it messes up because of a bug. So AdWords, yes. Now, we were also going to talk tonight a little bit, guys, on different ways that you can, use your channel to make a few extra bucks. Put a little coin in the family's pocket. Say, what, camera two?
But it's so weird because I never expect it.
So what, camera two? Brad, how big is your flat screen and how's the resolution? In terms of my computer monitor or my flat screen TV, are you asking? Little homestead in Franklin, North Carolina. And I love Franklin, North Carolina, by the way. It's beautiful there. That was my dog, Daisy. She's groaning. So waiting to find out. Are we talking TV or are we talking computer monitor? I do not know. Wayne's World, Wayne's World. Yeah.
I remember in one video
Camera one, camera two, camera one, camera two.
She commented about Wayne's World. And I was like, what?
The computer. Okay, Weekend Homestead's asking about that, so let's go and look because I don't remember which monitor this is. It is. Let's see. Okay. Computer display. Where are you? Where are you? Come on. It's not showing me the exact size. Hey, Weekend Homestead. I right click, right? I right click and go to personal, or I go to display settings, correct? Or do I go into NVIDIA? I forgot. The screen in front of you is a computer screen. Know what the size of your computer monitor is the question. Yeah, I just forgot how to actually get it because when I go to display apps and features, apps, power sleep, multitasking.
About, maybe?
About. No, that's telling me all about the Windows 10. The display settings is what I want. Tell me display settings.
Advanced display settings?
Let's see if that'll help. Yeah, it's 1920 by 1080. 1920 by 1080. And if I remember correctly, this monitor was cheap. I think it was like 89 bucks. But it's sharp. It looks good. How are things going on the homestead? Very well, thank you. We can keep after this, but I wanted to show you guys some stuff. I want to move on because part of the show I want to show you guys is different gizmos and gadgets that you can use for your YouTube channel. And a lot of you guys know that I recently got a drone. And it has been so much fun driving this dang thing around. And I want to show you. We'll just chat a little bit while you watch this amazing drone footage. Pyong. We actually went with a channel friends of ours called the Go and Batty channel to Caesars Creek Park in Ohio. And this was literally like the fourth time I had been driving this drone. And I was a little bit nervy because we were going out over water. And a few times it looked like it wasn't coming back. And that got a little bit, that got your little pucker string going, if you know what I mean. And I wanted to show you this stuff because this is a total novice doing this, guys. I mean, I was just taking care that it wasn't gonna get too close. But how cool is that, guys? This is amazing. Okay. And I think that might be the end of the end of the clip. But here's the thing. This just amazes me, guys. This was probably the most expensive bit of gear I've bought in quite a long time. because I used to have a studio that was like professional, everything, da da da. We didn't have a camera that was less than $5,000, but now we've scaled everything back, and it's a GoPro Karma drone. Actually, if you want to, you can grab it. We'll show them. But there was a package deal that got you the GoPro camera, that got you a really sweet gimbal, which I'm going to show you. It got you this drone in a package. Look how small that is. It just pops together just like that.
Do you want the remote?
We can show them the remote, and it's just like that. It goes into a sweet backpack, and you put your propellers on there, and this is how you control it. It can work with your smartphone, but I'm gonna turn this on. But it's just like a video game. You have two controls that control the whole dang thing. It launches itself safely. It will land itself safely if you want it to. You can turn the camera stuff on and off here. You can adjust the camera angle here. And well, I'm waiting for it. It takes like a good minute and a half to upload. Yeah, see, so it's cool. It's also touch screen. Look at that. I mean, yeah, it's saying there's no karma because I didn't have it turned on. But the whole package with everything was just over $1,000. And if you're interested in looking more, there's links down below. But this is what I really want to show you guys. This is the coolest. This came with the GoPro, okay? And it works with your camera. And watch this, okay? I'm going to turn it on. You see what's flopping around? I'm going to turn it on right now. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi, how are you? Look at that. Look at that. I can move around, and it's going to give me sweet, smooth shots anywhere I move it. Can you imagine having a mini drone flying around with me while I clean the house? Yes. And you know what? You know what is living? Oh, sorry, getting all excited. She's in her apron. They make them now where you can just say, follow this spot, and it does. The only thing I've figured out is really bad about that is that you can't use the audio because these things are actually kind of loud. It's like, but you can run alongside with this thing, and it doesn't. You get those sweet, smooth shots, guys.
A super selfie stick.
It totally is, and you can do that. Here, I'll turn it on. Here we go. Let's go ahead and I'll start recording you. Hi. Press the record button. And it's, of course, because we're live, it's going to be funky. Come on, turn on. Turn on, you crazy beast.
Crazy beast.
What am I doing wrong?
I was doing this the other day.
Yeah. Here, I'll turn it off. And isn't that funny? We got to go. It's like, oh, I'm out. And I turn it back on. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. So if I wanted to turn around to film me, be like, hi guys, how's it going? And it's sweet, smooth, smooth, smooth. Yeah, that is awesome. But I wanted to share with you, the reason why I wanted to show you this is because I found a gizmo that could possibly be something that's the next purchase. And it's another one of these, but it's made by a company called Evo. And here's a picture of it right here. Oops. And what's cool about this, if you'll notice, is it's adjustable and it's designed to work with your smartphone. So you can get it set to where you're going to have that smooth, smooth shot no matter what you're doing, but it uses your smartphone. And the big kicker is this, guys. You know how much I harp on good audio. Your camera phone is okay. But if you get one of these little jokers, like I've been showing you almost every week, the Rode mic, this is going to improve your audio right now, and it's only 40, 50 bucks. And you can use that with this, and you're off to the races. And I have to say, honestly, if I had to pick between this Evo and this one, I'd probably pick the Evo.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's kind of a bummer is that you have to have this. I mean, this detaches, guys, so that you can actually take it out. See, what did I do wrong there? You take it out. It separates from the gyro, and then this gets plugged into the front of your drone. That's how you get those sweet, nice shots. So, questions, Claire?
I can recheck, but I don't think there were any. They were all just admiring
People,
the drone footage.
I gotta tell you what, it is so cool. I just got mine this week. Red Tank Girl got one. Sweet. So now we got to go over to Red Tank Girl's channel and check out the sweet drone footage.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to mention too. It does some really cool. Pre-programmed flight patterns. Okay. You got some pretty pricey toys. All this time I thought you were just getting by. Actually, Kanzi, I sold one of my prized synthesizers to get it. It wasn't like, ooh, we're in the money. It was I had a nice big old synthesizer that I can't even play keyboards, yet I collect the stupid synthesizers.
Yeah, but it's true.
I mean, but wait a minute, camera 2, on your mark, set, camera 2, synthesizer cam. You never know when you're going to need a synthesizer jam.
No, you never know.
So I sold that to get the drone, which I use a lot more than the synthesizer.
That is true. So, what's the Evo called? A tripod?
Homestead Mama. No, it's actually a gimbal, and there are links to it down below. But hey, check it out. We had footage of you. We were talking about your channel. See, she was working through some technical issues there. But if you're not a subscriber to Homestead Mama, and that's spelled MOMA, you need to.
Yes.
She's awesome. She's a spitfire, and she's not afraid to tell it like it is. So that.
So do it.
In your face.
Subscribe.
Synthesizer cam. Yeah, totally. Whoa. All right. Brad, has anyone got mad at you when you used your drone? No, because I've been very, very respectful about that. We've flown it over our house and into just a field that was empty across the street and a farm that was empty behind us. And when we were at the public park, we didn't drive it over where there were other people. We didn't drive it where it would have been eyebrow raising. You got to be respectful with this kind of stuff, guys, because it's a new technology. I mean, in all honesty, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and the footage that you can get with this little thing, that little thing, and that drone, if you wanted to get that kind of footage literally 10 years ago, it would have cost you probably $50,000, because you would have had to rent a helicopter. You would have had to have really, really good cameras with really, really good, what they call steady cams, and 10 minutes of footage could easily cost you 50 grand. Brad, can you use the drone at night? You can, and actually I have some footage of it doing some sunsets that's going to be in a video coming up. But if you're respectful, guys, just think about how somebody would want to be treated if they saw it. They're not going to want you, cruising it over in their pool party area. That would be really dumb. And actually, I had to register this drone with the FAA. Is it FCC? Which one's a flight one? I forget. But I had to register it. And in the registration process, they make you take a micro class that tells you the do's and don'ts. And unless you get a license, you can't fly it over people. You can't do any of that kind of stuff. I mean, you're not FAA. Yeah, that's right. But you had to go through the class, and this was interesting because the GoPro would only fly. I think it flew 2 hours, and then it showed up here on the controller that you can't fly anymore till you register with the FAA. So that was a motivator for sure.
Okay, we have a couple questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there an editing program I can use to edit video from my iPhone 7 and my Nikon D5200 using Windows?
Using Windows. Okay. There's several. It depends on how much money you want to spend. Um, if you are lucky and you have, you know, cash to spend, I use Adobe Premiere Pro. If you prefer a Mac-based kind of thing, iMovie's great. You can get a light version of iMovie, very cheap. There are others. What's that one that everybody keeps talking about that's either
Filmora.
Filmora? I haven't used it, but I know it will do what you're asking it to. I don't think that Movie Maker will do the Apple footage. But no, it does for you.
The Apple footage?
Yeah, because they're talking an iPhone.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the Canon. So you just have to look it up. There's several programs that are either free or cheap that will do what you need to do. So, Bizzle Rizzy Jizza.
Let's see.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your memory card?
My memory card in the GoPro. Let's see. I think I forgot. Let me see. Come on. Don't be stubborn. And by the way, it comes out of this thing too. So that's pretty cool. And then you can use it with all the different other GoPro stuff. Let me see. Where's that little door to get in there? Okay. This one's a 64 gigabyte card. And I remember it not being that much. I will say that when you're shooting 4K video and 2.7K video, go ahead and spend the extra money and get the 128 gigabyte card, because there's several times when I've been using this and it's run out of space. And it seems like there's a lot, but it's when you're talking those big files, it goes fast.
Dolphin Man was asking if you can use the drone to carry anything to anybody else, like carrying stuff on it.
I have been curious about that, but with a toy that's that expensive, you can imagine my hesitation in strapping anything to it.
That is true.
There are drones that are designed for that, guys. Yes, Weekend Homestead makes sure that he's correct. You have to get a high-speed card, not just big. Big doesn't always mean good unless it's fast, because it can't keep up with this to store those files. Okay. What were we talking about?
We were talking about carrying stuff on the drones.
Yeah, I know that there are people that do that. I'm not brave enough to try it with mine, but I'm sure it would lift something.
If another drone is flying near it, will it mess it up?
Nope. They all have their own frequencies. What is the time expectancy for the battery pack and the distance for the remote? That's an excellent question. The batteries are expensive, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's $100 for the battery. Can you grab one? Show them. And GoPro says that it'll last 20 minutes, and that's baloney. It doesn't. When I turn that thing on and get it plugged in and everything's ready to go and you're finally in the air, you get maybe 16, 17 minutes, maybe 18 when everything's really good. But that's just my experience in doing it. But
Do you just pull it out?
no, there's another one right there charging.
Oh, I know, but do you just pull out the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to break it.
Yeah. The battery is why the thing is heavy at all. I mean, if you can get an idea, my hands are pretty big. The size of the battery. They do charge up really quick, but yeah, Weekend Homesteader's correct. 1,800 feet away. They say not to fly above 400 feet, and I have not been brave enough to go that high, because when it's that high, you can barely see it at all. 300 feet was about all I could do. 400 feet for the FAA, breaking the law. Yep. Tech Talk is the best. Thank you, Dolphin Man. Brad, what's been going on with this? Hashtag our mind thing. It's truly a YouTube hack. I have no idea what it is yet. I'll look into it. Tannerite on a drone is a federal violation. Yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine that. Does it overheat with long usage? I've used it pretty much in like constantly 35, 40 minutes with battery changes because you gotta, uh, you know, battery change happens and you gotta come back. And it hasn't done. There hasn't been any issue at all. And that's another reason why I'm saying to get a bigger card because the files on these things are huge. I heard you guys are doing hamburger buns tomorrow, Adam, and you are correct, sir. We're going live and we're going to be making hamburger buns / sandwich buns from scratch. We're going to show you real time. So hopefully we don't mess it up because they'll get to see it. 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Wrangler Star has been hacked. Same with multiple big YouTubers having their video titles changed. Huh. Somebody just messed with our Facebook page. All they did was move one character over. They copied our pictures right off of YouTube and put them on Facebook. Our mine is hacking group that hit Studio 71. Oh, great. Any issues with hawks or birds of prey? No. However, this is kind of dangerous, and I got to find out exactly where this is. We live in a flight path of a life flight helicopter. They're not supposed to come near our house, but they do sometimes. And just the other day, they're usually pretty good about. They're like 250, 300 feet up, just cruising. But the other day, I was outside, and I kid you not, it was only like 150 feet off the ground. And had I been flying a drone, that could have been very, very bad. So I've got to find out more about that because I think they were not where they were supposed to be because they're never usually that low.
Mm-hmm.
The Weekend Homestead says YouTube has fixed the hole. Good. Claire, I like your shirt.
Thank you.
Did you see it? Kaleologist Claire, queen of the kale. Whoops, I messed up our. There we go. Wow, Weekend Homestead. Brad, you getting at least 10K views per video? It takes time, but yeah, I mean, over time, generally now we get usually 1,500 to 2,000 in the first 24 hours. God's good, man, because I don't know why people want to look at this ugly mug.
They just come for me.
It's all about Claire. I no longer get YouTube notifications. Boo. Life flight may have been going to a scene, so there was no exact flight path. Well, no. See, the thing, Brad Talby, is they go the same path all the time, back and forth, and I know where they're going from which hospital to the next, but they're usually much higher. So who knows what they were doing. Have the new YouTube policies about monetizing affected you guys yet? No. And to be honest, it's been the opposite for us.
Yeah.
Our views and our monetization, the money we make, has gone up. And maybe it's because of the way that the algorithm works now that it favors channels that are blatantly family friendly. I don't know, but it hasn't hit us the way it's hit a lot of other places. I mean, we're up. It's not like we're doubling or anything like that. We're up, but we didn't get knocked down as bad. 300 of the largest YouTube accounts were hit in the last 3 days. Dang, dude. Mike Miller, I heard only 10,000 views gets money. Mike, no. The confusing thing is that it's the number of views in your channel altogether, not per video. Okay, so like if I put out a video today, we'll make money off of it. It's just how that is. You're just good peoples at BFH. Thank you, Bizza Rizza Jizza. It's not. It's overall subs. What they're trying to do, guys, is get rid of a lot of the people that will just put up a fake account, spam a bunch of people, grab a bunch of videos that aren't there, steal it. They make their YouTube money, and then they get shut down, and they don't really care. Okay. So it's overall views. So, you may, yeah. So he's got it. Hey, Donna Terry. I think I own on stock in YouTube. Well, then you better watch more of it, sister. I watch because you're interesting, have some useful and wholesome. Thank you, Pickled Hem. That's very kind of you. I didn't know that. It's the number of views per channel, not single videos. That's correct. That is correct. And so I actually think that's a fair number, even though it's a bummer for a smaller channel that's starting out who's really trying to do the right thing. They're not out there offending anybody. But I think it's going to clean out a lot more garbage than damage it will do. And that's just a theory, so don't hold me to that. Jaggy Little Thistle. When I was SAR, flight paths were at times out the window, especially doing search patterns. Thank you, Donna Terry. That's very kind of you. I blush. You know what? It's time for camera 2. Synthesizer cam. Whoa! Maybe we need another explosion. I think so. It's about time. Just having fun. Will you be making videos on new outdoor buildings on your homestead? Yes, when we get it. However, okay, I want to read this real quick. When I first became monetized, I had to have 100,000 views. Yeah, BC Truck's been around a while. They've changed the rules a lot. Question about monetization. If you use music by someone and they allow it, but they can claim monetization, do they claim it all, or is it split? No, it's all theirs. It's all theirs. And so that's why I always recommend, guys, just use music that you either have permission to use, or you made it yourself, or you bought it from a service and you're allowed to use it. Have you found a new homestead yet? No, but we're looking. And there are other people that have been very kind and looking for us.
Yes, thank you.
So thank you. Oh, the synthesizer, huh, Dolphin Man? You never know what's going to go on. What about being PC and what YouTubers consider hate speech? Okay, let me see if I can do this. I'm going to try and call up the account. I read YouTube's official response today, okay? And it is so vague that they're basically saying, YouTube, decides what hate speech is, and too bad for you. I mean, you read the article too.
Yes.
Would you have deduced anything different?
Not really.
They list out a bunch of stuff that says, okay, you can't be violent, you can't be druggy, you can't do all this stuff, and then they get into stuff that's so vague. They even had a one of the criteria was anything deemed hate speech. Now, the curious thing is, whose version of hate speech? What if I say I'm a Christian and I believe this, this, and this? Is that hate speech? Seriously.
How dare you?
What if you read in the Bible that man was supposed to be with woman? Is that hate speech? Is that bigotry? It depends on what YouTube defines. It just depends.
The perception of reality.
I don't understand. The religious talk on the channels is on the list. You know, I don't know what their agenda is, but the thing is this, guys. We and when I sing we, I know a lot of you guys by your comments. I know you when you come onto the live chats, and we're getting to know each other. So what I'm saying is we, this community, if they started censoring it so bad, we would seek out a new platform. And a new platform would absolutely just come up organically, because if a lot of people are going, hey, this place stinks now. They won't even let me talk about God. They won't even let me talk about this. They won't even talk about heaven forbid, one of those. How can heaven forbid, right? Yeah, I hate the lack of explosions. You're right, man. I agree. You never know. See, two things. Now I'm banned for sure. I am banned for sure.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun. A little birdie told me someone has a birthday coming soon. Busy, busy, jizza. Yes, party people of YouTube.
I'll tell you what the day is.
Well, we got to go to camera 2 for that. On your mark, it's set.
No, I don't like camera 2.
It's it is my birthday this month.
We fear change.
We fear change. April 25th, and I'm really, really old. They are demonetizing channels about guns according to Wrangler Star. Now, I watched Wrangler Star's video end to end, guys, and I agree with him on a lot of points, but I don't think he has anything to worry about.
No, I think he'll be fine.
I think for a channel like his, it's much to do about nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, there's a big channel that I watch that I love his content. He has several different videos. He has Vet Ranch, he has Off the Ranch, and then he has Demolition Ranch.
Love that.
Demolition Ranch is a unmonetized. Well, I don't know if that one's unmonetized, but he has over 1 million viewers, and it's all about guns and shooting stuff.
And it's awesome.
And they have been reporting him and unmonetizing videos for no reason. He's family friendly. He doesn't say inappropriate or bad things at all. But they're starting to report him and get rid of him just because he doesn't he's not doing what they want, basically.
Yep. And Weekend Homestead, you hit it on before I could actually say it. Hickok 45. If you are into firearms, that is a channel that is awesome. The guy is entertaining. He knows everything about everything gun-wise, and it's a fun watch. I'll sit and watch 15 minutes on a weapon that I don't even own or even want to own because he's entertaining, and it's great. Not on topic, I know, Brad. What is the devotional in the morning? Okay, I got to take just a quick pause for that. I've been in ministry for most of my life, guys. Coming out of high school, I got a record deal with a Christian rock band, and Been doing that forever, and recently resigned from the church I was working at. I'm not going to get into the reasons why, but during the mornings on a channel called Big Family Devotions at 10:30, we do a quick Bible devotion Monday through Friday, and it's basically, we read some scripture. We talk just a little bit about it. We pray together and we lift each other up. And I got to tell you what, guys, people's prayers have been getting answered and God's been doing miracles there. And so I'm not going to belabor that because that's not this channel, or not this show rather, but 10:30, Monday through Friday, Big Family Devotions. So there we go. Other questions? Okay, let's see. Did I see that? Oh, the Weekend Homestead has a birthday this month too. Ho ho ho.
Yes, it is a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mama.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, today was a good one. It was a little heavy, real heavy actually, guys. I found this video that it was all about what persecutions are happening right now today in the world, and it's staggering. Thank you, don't thank me. Pensively stroking my beard. How old are you going to be there, Mr. Brad? Oh, 28. Plus a few more. Maybe a couple. But the real question is, how do I feel? I feel good. And doggone it, I look good.
Good Lord.
Poor Claire. She's just like, shut up. Shut up.
The face is turning red.
Well, if the face is turning red, we got to go to camera 2. Red face cam.
No, don't like
Just subbed your Big Family Devotions. Thank you, Kenzie. 12, yeah. 20, yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, guys. we're getting ready to wrap up. But before we do, next week, the Weekend Homestead channel is going to be with us. We're going to have some really cool stuff, gadgets, gizmos, production questions, audio, video. We're going to have a lot of stuff ready. And next week, we're going to even prepare some time for a little bit of Q&A for you guys to say, hey, how about this? How about this? How about this? And actually, make sure you go over to the Weekend Homestead and subscribe to his channel. And next Thursday, we're going to bring the heat, man. I'm gonna have explosions. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. You have no idea. You have no idea. We might even get really crazy and show you a picture of one of these so that all the snowflakes in the room just pass out.
I'm making that shirt.
Actually, what do you think of this, guys? I came up with an idea for a t-shirt, and we're going to do it.
We have to do it.
And it's just block words, and it'll say, I survived disco. Suck it up, snowflake. Go to your safe space, snowflake. Pretty awesome. So anyway, guys, thank you for showing up. We will be back next week, and booyah. We're going to go out with a bang. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. I survived disco. Suck it up, snowflake.